everybody, Zach here with the Casual Conversation. I wanted to talk to you today about working from home and internet streaming, internet sources. I've had the opportunity to come across some pretty exciting stuff here these last few weeks in regards to internet. So personally in our home we have a service, it's through satellite that comes straight down to us, and that provides our internet home service. Pretty fair, pretty decent, pretty good stuff. That being said, there can be complaints. There's not a whole lot of bandwidth on things depending where you're located. That's the same case when you do satellite stuff. And then we also have a remote mobile unit, and the mobile unit uses a strictly only data service to be able to stream data through cellular towers. And it's a pretty great, robust system. It's actually as fast, if not faster, than our satellite system, depending where you're located. Again, that's tied to a mobile unit, and then that is tied to the main house, satellite to the main house, mobile unit with the cellular. So again, those are cool technologies. Most people don't realize about the cellular one, is data-only internet streaming stuff. So that's a great option for some folks, and we've been using that. So when we're working remotely, or if we're on the road of some kind, we can have great guaranteed internet in most cases. And so looking at some other options, I discovered that there is another option coming out. And it sounds silly, and some people may think it's funny or weird, support, not support, but Starlink is a company coming out, and their internet services are advertised and shown with real users to be pretty terribly fast, which is awesome. They're still in beta test. They're only allowing so many people in at a given time. Fingers crossed, maybe I'll get an opportunity to be a part of that group of folks, but in the meantime, I'm excited for it. I've gotten in line on it. I've tried to do reservations. I'm on their mailing newsletters, and it's pretty interesting stuff. And if you're looking for an alternative to just cable internet, whoever you might have, or that of a satellite to your fixed home, there's a third option coming soon for folks. And again, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm sure in the next year we'll have a lot more info and a lot more headway made on it. But then the fourth option is the cellular, depending where you really live at. That could be a good option. And another thing with internet, a lot of folks don't realize that you're likely being charged for your modem router. In most cases, if you didn't buy it, you're renting it from that company. And that rental is adding up. If you've rented it for over 2 years, if you do the basic math, you could have bought a much better quality and faster streaming modem router for your personal home, and it been yours. And then anything over 2 years, you would have been saving money. A lot of folks fall into it's only $7, it's only $10. Well, that's $120 at the end of the year if it's $10 a month on top of your extra bill. And these routers they're $100 to $200. So yeah, by your second year, you've recouped your money. So I encourage you, if you've got cable internet or satellite internet and you've got a router you're renting, maybe consider buying one. We did a bunch of research. You gotta talk with the wireless company you're with, or the internet company you're with, and they'll be able to tell you which routers are compatible with. Some electronic stores already know that stuff. But I'm happy to share my knowledge. Again, this is just research that I've done, that I experienced, and I'm able to kind of portray to you guys, provide some value. Again, if you're renting a router or modem, maybe worth buying it if you're gonna have that same internet provider for a year or two. And so personally, I can show you I ended up going with a Netgear item. And so this was good for Spectrum, COX, and Xfinity. And the Netgear, I think some of the ones I've rented before are Netgear. So, it's not a big brand difference. It's just now I own one in this case. And previously I didn't really think anything about renting it until I really sat down and thought about the dollar per dollar on it. And it just made a wiser decision to just do that. Part of it too is you can upgrade these with the times. When you're renting, you just have that rental unit. So you might have a unit that's 6, 7+ years old, and you might be not getting as much streaming capability that you might need. So if you're paying for a 500 megabyte per second package or a 100 megabyte per second package, you might only be getting a third of that because your unit is throttling you or not allowing you to go any faster because it's just outdated technology. So, food for thought. Internet's so important these days, we don't even realize it. It'd be nice if it wasn't, but for most folks, it tends to be a pretty big day of everyone, a big chunk of everyone's day having internet access or cellular access of some kind. So, thanks for tuning into our casual conversation. Again, Till next time. And again, if you have any referrals or any anybody you know that may benefit from our services from the real estate consultant side or from watching these videos, please share their info to us on our website. Enter you guys into win a raffle enter into a raffle to win a weekend getaway. So thank you again for tuning in. Until next time.